Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today we're going to learn about 7 habits to make you instantly more charismatic. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Focused attention. What makes one person more charming or charismatic than another? Well, imagine you're having a conversation with someone you just met. As you're talking, this person's attention is all over the place. Their eyes are constantly roaming around the room. They're hardly listening to a word you say, and they don't seem present in the conversation. Does this person sound charming or charismatic? The most charismatic people leave strong, positive impressions by devoting 100% of their attention to the people they meet. In any conversation, they use verbal cues and strong body language to show how invested they are in the conversation. When you're talking to a charismatic person, it feels like the rest of the world has disappeared. You feel seen, heard, and appreciated because this person is giving every ounce of their attention. So if you want to be more charismatic, then keep your attention focused on every person you meet. Don't let your mind wander. Don't worry about what other people are doing or saying. Don't lose track of the conversation or disappear into your own thoughts. Instead, be active and engaged at all times. Give the other person 100% of your attention because your focused attention will leave a more charming, memorable impression on everyone you meet. Number 2. Bite your tongue. Have you ever met someone who constantly interrupts you? Whenever you're trying to make a point, they carelessly interject with their own ideas, leaving you wondering, do they even care what I have to say? Unsurprisingly, interruptions rub almost everyone the wrong way. This rude and unpopular habit destroys your charisma no matter how funny or interesting you are. Each time you interrupt or talk over someone, you're prioritizing your thoughts over theirs. You're discouraging people from listening to you because you aren't willing to listen to them. Now, most people, when interrupted more than once, will become defensive and frustrated. They feel neglected and ignored because you're more interested in talking than listening. Once someone feels neglected, your charisma disappears in an instant. So if you want to increase your natural charm, then practice keeping your mouth shut. Yeah, be patient and hold your tongue until other people have finished speaking. That means waiting for natural breaks in the conversation. It means listening to everything they have to say, instead of jumping in the moment a thought pops into your head. Even if you have a really great thing to say, the other person may have something important they want to say too. It's essential that you value their thoughts and ideas as much as your own. Every time you engage in a conversation, you need to show people that you're actively listening. Otherwise, no one will bother listening to you. If this is a bad habit of yours, here's an easy trick you can practice to improve your listening skills. Whenever a thought pops into your head, try biting your tongue. Just for a few seconds. Now, you don't have to bite down hard, thank goodness, but this little shock will remind you to be patient and to wait until the other person is finished talking. Not only will people appreciate your patience, but your stronger listening skills will make a significantly more charismatic person. Number 3. Genuine appreciation. Do you acknowledge the achievements of the people around you? The most charismatic individuals give regular recognition to the people in their lives. Instead of praising themselves or bragging about their achievements, they express genuine excitement, respect, and gratitude toward others. Believe it or not, earnestly appreciating other people is a difficult thing to do. Most people are unwilling or unable to recognize the strengths of others without feeling defensive or inadequate. Some people prefer to criticize others to protect or compensate for their own insecurities. But charismatic people have no problem recognizing the amazing individuals in their lives. They don't make comparisons, they don't put others down, and they don't let a friend or family member's success go unnoticed. Charismatic people have enough confidence and security to appreciate the achievements of others without changing their opinion of themselves. So if you want to be more charismatic, then take the spotlight off of yourself and shine that spotlight on someone else. Recognize the great people who inspire you to grow and improve. Praise others for all the great things they do and really mean the things you say. Not only will other people be flattered by your compliments, but they'll see how strong and confident of a person you are. Ultimately, your respect for others speaks volumes about your respect for yourself. Number 4. Expressing emotions. Many people think charisma is masculine, unemotional, and aloof, but real-life charisma is very different from what you see on TV. Real charisma relies upon strong emotional connections. You find someone charismatic because you relate to them on a personal level, but before you can create personal relations and emotional connections, you have to be willing to express your feelings. On average, charismatic people have very high emotional intelligence. They pay close attention to the way they feel, and they use a broad emotional vocabulary to understand and express difficult emotions. In tough situations, charismatic people can be open and honest because they're not afraid to be vulnerable. They work hard to interpret their honest feelings and discover their genuine selves. As a result, charismatic people seem to understand everyone they meet on a deeper level. Many people ask charismatic individuals for advice and wisdom, not because charismatic people have especially high IQs, but because they're self-aware, empathetic, and emotionally intelligent. So if you want to be a more charismatic person, then start by getting to know yourself. The deeper you look into your own thoughts and feelings, the more you can empathize and connect with the emotions of others. Number 5. Verbal confidence. When you hear the word charisma, you may think of powerful leaders and public speakers, people who use their words to excite and inspire others. Well, not every charismatic person is a great public speaker, but verbal confidence is a charismatic skill, whether you're talking to one person or an entire crowd. When charismatic people speak, others listen. In other words, the world wants to hear what charismatic people have to say. But how do you convince the world that what you're saying is worthwhile? There are many skills that make charismatic speakers interesting and engaging. They're good storytellers. They use powerful active language. They discuss relatable ideas that other people connect with. But above all, charismatic leaders have confidence in every word that comes out of their mouths. Great speakers in public or in private believe in what they have to say. If you believe in your ideas, other people will follow suit. If you think your ideas are valuable, then your words will resonate with other people. But that's where so many people run into trouble. They think they're confident until they're standing in front of a group. All of a sudden, when the pressure is on, they begin stepping on their own toes. They backtrack, they undermine their ideas, they talk themselves down or undersell their most meaningful experiences. So if you want to project verbal confidence, then trust that your words are as valuable and significant as anyone else's. Don't worry about blowing people's minds. You don't need to say anything profound. All you need is confidence and the courage to speak your mind. Number 6. Universal enthusiasm. Are you an enthusiastic person? Enthusiasm can make anyone naturally charismatic. To be enthusiastic requires energy, confidence, and self-awareness, all of which leave positive impressions on the people you meet. Now, of course, enthusiasm isn't something that you can fake. Sometimes pretending to be enthusiastic leaves a very negative impression. People may think you're making fun of them, even though you're only trying to be positive and energetic. So, how do you cultivate genuine enthusiasm? How do you turn yourself into the kind of person everyone wants to be around? The good news is, it's not nearly as difficult as it sounds. All you need to be enthusiastic is a good attitude and a constant sense of curiosity. To start, take a real interest in whatever you're doing, whether it's talking to a stranger or trying a new hobby. The most charismatic people stay curious in every environment. They can be excited about almost any subject because they're always open to learning new things. Charismatic people don't care about making mistakes, and they genuinely enjoy learning from others. Together, these characteristics create a contagious enthusiasm which other people find inspiring, charming, and attractive. Number 7. A comforting presence. What does it feel like spending time with a charismatic person? Most charismatic people are well-liked, not only for their enthusiasm but also for their warmth and comfort. In other words, charismatic people get along with everyone they meet because they create safe spaces free from criticism or judgment. Charismatic people accept others as they are, which allows friends, family, and even strangers to relax and be themselves. So if you want to be more charismatic, then get rid of your expectations, your insecurities, and your agenda. So don't worry about looking cool or creating a specific impression. Most of all, stop criticizing others and try to see the good in everyone you meet. If someone does something wrong, don't make them feel worse. Instead, show them that everything's okay, forgive them for their failures, and pick them up when they fall. Ultimately, that's what makes it so easy to connect with a charismatic person. The world is drawn to them, mentally and physically, because they accept everyone for their strengths and their weaknesses. Everyone in the world is searching for someone that makes them feel safe and comfortable. If you want to instantly become more charismatic, then be that safe and comfortable person for everyone you meet. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.